Recently, I've had a few comments on different Facebook groups I'm part of regarding the image quality of the DJI Mavic Pro, especially in 1080p. The speculation of the new Mavic Pro 2 that would come out either next year or the year after, people are speculating the details. And one of the things I say is like, all I want would be it to have good 1080p footage. Because the 1080 is considered to be pretty crap, especially if you go above 30 frames a second. That's one of the benefits of going to 1080, so you can shoot at 60 frames a second so that you have that ability to slow it down. If you're going to shoot at 30 frames a second, sure, shoot at 4K, you've got the best resolution, but then you've got no ability to really slow down the footage afterwards in post. And people are still confused, saying, oh no, the 1080 footage is absolutely fine, you just didn't have it in focus. And you can see it here. I've found somebody else's video. They've done some highly illegal flying in Tokyo. But we've got it in 1080, 60 frames a second. And unless you're looking carefully, people aren't seeing how bad the quality actually is. And some of the comments, people are saying, whoa, amazing, whoa, fantastic, oh, my favorite, blah, blah, nice one. Someone here saying, I read that 1080, 60 frames a second looks bad. But yours looks awesome. I'm going to show you why it's not awesome. So what I'm going to do first of all is we're going to go to a full screen going on here. So I'm viewing this, let's just check the 1080, yep, same 1080, 60 frames a second. I've got it zoomed in up to my full 27-inch screen here. Now the image quality, if you look at anything beyond the background, it's like a cartoon has drawn it. It's like somebody's done it with crayons. We can play a little section here, and then the next thing to look at is the resolution. So apart from the mushiness that you get of high, this would be a high bitrate image, because there's so much detail in this image that you need a high bitrate codec to be able to encode it. But if you look, for example, say these street lines down here, as the movement goes, it's jaggy everywhere. Let's see, have a little play here. That is weird. So again, what this suffers from is a lot of aliasing. Aliasing is when a sensor is trying to figure out where the line should be, and by doing that, it just makes a lot of mistakes. Here's another example. For example, up here, let's see this building up at the left here. There's these weird jagged lines. Striping, they're like scrolling down, going up and down it there. Really weird. Again, let's have a look at this building over here. Oh, we missed that. That was very quick. Let's see if we can go back and play that again. Yeah, so here, this is color Mori, where whatever the resolution is here, it's just throwing out crazy colors on this building. We play it again. That's going mental. Okay, so here again, we're back to kind of roughly the same place. If you look at the background, there's no detail at all. It is just mush. So again, if you're just looking at this from far away, from way back here, it's fine. But again, maybe if you're doing this and it's then being put on a window display TV and you're actually having a 35-inch TV that is 1080p ready, these really start to be noticeable, especially if people are looking at the TV from close up. Sure, if you're sitting way back on a couch, it doesn't really matter. But again, okay, for example, just look at these lines over here as the drone flies in. Weird lines going on there. So here is another shot. So again, good example of the road lines here. The road lines just give you a good example to zoom in on whenever it's moving. Let's see this. Let's see, there. Look at that. The lines are just going crazy. So that's, the more you look at it, the more you start to see it. Again, this shot, if you're looking at it from the back of the room, looks absolutely fine. Once you get closer, you're like, this is really bad. This is really bad. So this is looking straight down. So here's another example of Mori, especially with the colours. So the buildings here, their roofs are obviously tiles or corrugated iron of some sort, so they would have a high frequency going on. And when the resolution just can't deal with this, it goes mental. Let's just look at the resolution of, or what happens to this grey building here. Striping, weird striping colours going all the way over it. And again, look at the lines of, what is this, a building with a car park or something as it flies over. Weird actions going on there. And so this one looks like it's shimmering. It's like waving all the way through, especially if you look at the lines around here. Nothing seems straight. It's hard to tell because there's a lot of reflections going on there, but it is, like, certainly if you look up and down that bit there, it's just going a bit mental. So it's not a case of, oh, well, it's just because it's 1080. It's like, no, you can have 1080 where this is sharp. It's not you have to shoot in 4K to get this sharp. This is just bad 1080. Again, look at this building here. It's just not very good. As it flies towards, crazy lines going up and down. And again, if you look at the people crossing the road down here, even if look at the railway lines, it's just jaggy, jaggy, jaggy. And is this a zebra crossing with zigzags all over it? Let's see as that flies over. Just not that great. Been to that part in Tokyo, and those are okay. Here's another example of great mori happening again, where you're getting false colors, where weird colors are somehow being created by the lines which are at funky angles. Look at that. It's just going mental. So yeah, so this is from somebody else's footage, which is, some people are saying it's amazing, it's great. If you're looking at it on a phone, maybe even on an iPad, it may look good. If you're looking at it on a big screen, what's this, a 27-inch iMac? If you're looking at it on a TV, you're really going to go, oh, that's not quite good enough. And if you try and mix this in with footage from another digital camera which has good 1080, it really shows up. So what I'm saying is that just don't shoot at 1080p, shoot at 4K. Unfortunately, you're restricted to 30 frames a second. So the best thing would be is if the next Mavic that comes out has 60 frames a second at 4K, or even if it just had 60 frames a second but at good 1080 and didn't do this pixel binning weird crap that they're doing with this, because it really does just, it's such a shame because it would be really nice if it had good 1080p. So yeah, there's check out this guy's video. He's only got 17 subscribers, 18 subscribers, and have a closer look for yourself and see what you think of the DJI Mavic Pro in 1080 pants.